Here we are, and we've got the tail of a few markets here. We've got the SPY going inside day to the downside here very slightly. You can see this here on the upper left. All right, inside day, pokes down here. However, if you go to the weekly, when you come into Wednesday, you want to be able to look at this inside week. Doji doing nothing, just going back and forth. And so there's a lot of internal stuff going on today. If we go to the Qs, you're going to see much heavier, getting closer to taking that out, right? You can see this much heavier. So we knew about this yesterday, where you have the almost outside day in the upper left. Doesn't quite make it, just ran out of time. Then boom, these two outside bar of all that. Now going after that week, and here's where things get interesting. If we can take this out, the lows of last month, 310.88, because there's a lot of the big boys getting hit here. Heavy sector rotation this morning because we have a crude number. And crude number here, and on the daily you can see this. Yesterday went out near the lows. Now, boom, 2-2 reversal here off the number. So that brings that up, and already was going strong as XLE. And XLE inside day to the upside. So we've seen a lot of rotation into heavily into the energy sector. You can see this XOP, OIH. Here, still an inside day, looks like they're for OIH, but positive from the opening, and that's the way we kind of gauge things. So if you go down the list there, you're going to get the usual suspects. You see Amrata Hess here having a nice day. All right, now inside on the 60. Still inside on the week, though, but like I said, you're going to see heavy sector rotation of a market that's, in general, doing nothing. So if you got PXD going into recent highs, now you got some inside 60s here. You got CPE. And CPE having a nice little day here too. Look at 3 nice hours up in that. Taking out last month's highs, and once again, used to be somebody like a lot of energy names. If you go to FANG Energy. FANG. There you go. 2 up by taking out that high. 2 down by taking out the lows. And boom, right back through these here. You see this? 1, 2, 3. Take them out, and off she goes. Taking out last week's highs. Still climbing the wall of worry. Like we know a lot of energy names. Used to be somebody a lot higher. Little guy SM. Having a nice day here too, and that's coming back. So we'll see energy so far strong, as well as we saw financials. FAS going inside day to the upside, now an inside 60. XLF here inside day to the upside, right? So inside 60s now, so stalling out just a tad. We'll see. This NASDAQ really heavy here, and we want to get to that part as fast as I can, but it was, you got JP Morgan. And JP Morgan just having a nice day, a little bit of Goldman Sachs. And so one of the things inside 60s, we'll see if that comes out of there. Wells Fargo. Here, American Express. Maybe a little Capital One. Here, so we'll see. One of the things we talked about was KRE in the macro video. So KRE goes RevStrat year. Right here, take them out and on all the way back up. KRE does now an inside day to the upside, right? So got stuff like Zion Bancorp in there, OZK. So a bunch of those things having a nice day. So the rotation went straight into financials and energies, right, and straight out of tech. And so a few other ones to take it for the upside. Fox A. Talked about this last night in StratAttack report, the inside month to the upside, having a real nice day off of that. Borg Warner. And Borg Warner here, inside month to the upside. Here, going to the highs, talked about that. You have Groupon on the comeback trail, a little bit inside day to the upside. Once again, used to be somebody coming up through all that kind of stuff. VRTV. And VRTV having a nice day here too. But let's get to the carnage, because it's really something you don't want to ignore on the tech side. If you go to SMH, you see this. Take 3 outside day yesterday, taking that down. Still inside week, and so you still got some distance here. But if you go to XLK with the Qs, now we'll see if you can get down to here. Still potentially outside week. All right, so we'll see if this gets any worse. Right now, RevStrat, and here you go. Inside 60, pokes up, and now boom. Below this, look out. Maybe we get hit here. You got Amazon. Here, going after last month's lows. Outside bar 3.2 here below 3,036.70. right? So we pay attention to that level. If you go to Netflix, and Netflix still handily inside month, but on the day, nice little hit here. Inside day, poke up, boom, RevStrat threw all these guys, stopped all these guys out in one shot. We'll see if that stays any weaker. TTD. TTD getting hammered here, and so TTD takes out last month's lows, right? So we want to see how many of these things do that, because that's the first sign of reversal for us on a major basis that we've had in a while. That's below 745. Took that out like butter through here, so we'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to NVIDIA, and NVIDIA getting closer here too, because we want to see this month. Can you take this out below 516.11? It's getting closer, and you can see upper middle on the weekly how tight this was, and so the slight broadening formation, that's the price discovery. And like, we think we're going to take it up, and then boom, the 2-2 reversal here on the week. Now coming back through to see if they can take all these guys out, and then some would be nice. If we go to MongoDB and MDB, still an inside week, getting hammered here. Now an inside 60. This is where it goes into trouble. Inside bar, pokes up, comes back through. Below 352.58 is what we're looking at for that, for some more downside. If they want to rock this. ZM here. Outside week now after yesterday's 3-3-2, right? Which means they got rejected big time up here, and this rejection is still occurring as it comes down through here. And now, inside, RevStrat month here, below 350.181, you're there. Sayonara. GSX. And GSX, big outside week. Remember, it was a gap yesterday. Here's that pattern again. Gap up, rejected to go outside bar. Boom, rejection continues. Take all these guys out. Now we'll see if it gets any worse. You got your 60s down there. Talked about the towers. American Tower here on the monthly. We go to take out the previous high, then come down. Would have been an outside bar, just ran out of time. Boom, now it's an outside bar, and you can see this. Boom, 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 boom. Real nice stuff getting hit in there. And that tells you to watch the S back. Here, also taking out last month's lows, having all sorts of trouble. And CCI. Zion Bancorp going to the highs as I speak, so the rotation's still on. CCI coming back down to see if we can take all this stuff out. Once again, 2 down, then 2 up, and then boom, these are going to become an outside bar of this thing below. Looking below 149.13, we should be able to take that out. If we go to AWK in the Ute, it's getting pounded. Look at this. Look at this. And there's your 3-2 on the monther. And this thing is just in all sorts of trouble. Nice inside day here it was. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to Coop, more tech wreck. Coop still all right on the month so far, just having a rough day coming back through here. So here's what you look for. That slight higher high, the 2-2 reversal yesterday, and then come down and take these guys out, and these guys become an outside bar of all that. Now inside in the 60. Still has some room on the month, but if you go to Okta here, inside month in the lower middle, pokes up, boom, RevStrat here on the month, below 252. It's there after the 3-2 day here. Triangle day out, bam. Now we'll see if that gets any worse. AMD going to the lows as I speak. How you doing, buddy? Not so well. Still inside weaker, though, and you got some room on that month. But if all these things start to break, that's something we'd want to know about. You go RNG. RNG here. Inside month, lower middle, pokes up, boom. RevStrat below 362.92 for the rest of the month. Nice little inside 60 here, too, to get you in there. See that? Real nice. If we go to ZS. ZS, trying to go 2-2 month here. Right? Now inside in the 60, see if we can get all these things going. But here, below 190.60 is going to get this thing in more trouble. If we go to W. What? W. Yep. Remember how good they got them up into here? Well, here's your broadening formation. So the question is, well, are you going to be strong enough to get out of this month? So far, no so good. So it goes up, inside day, boom, inside day 2 into reversal back down here. Below 315.42, trading 297.85, and we got some more time. Now you're inside on the 60 like a lot of things here. If we go to Palo Alto, once again, inside month, goes up, comes back, right here. RevStrat down below 352, you're there. If we go to Snow, hammer shooter, and so you can see this range here, and you see how this on the daily, these slight lower low here, and then the slight higher high, there's your internal broadening formation, right? Because this is price discovery inside of these 2 days. Tried to go to the highs, and then boom, now it comes right back through, looking to take this out at least. 254.31, we got a little bit more room on that, and then hopefully you can go take out that month and get really in trouble here. If we go to Moderna, inside day to the downside here, right? Upper left. If that works, right? We always want to say if this, then that. If that works, it goes down. We'll have full time frame continuity to the downside, which it did. And then if that works, we're looking to do this. Take this month out. The lows of the month, 136. So for the rest of the month, below 136, Moderna in some trouble because we've been watching the NVAX. Here, that 2-2 reversal month here, below 212.77, right? Just dojiing out today, but these are monthly signals, which means they can set up over and over and over again, right? If we go to Triple D, there you go. There you go. After yesterday's 2-2 up, and then boom, back through this range. Now continuing, right? Because we got this, the monthly 2-2 reversal shooter, below 32.59. Already a nice little move because we got a little help from SSYS on the gap. Now just gapping and sitting there, but that did it too. The 2 up, 2 down month. Here, below 31.35. Because we also have a Dababa, just kind of dojiing out on the day, but watching these rev strats on these months is going to be key going forward for the rest of the month, especially as you can see in the tech-heavy NASDAQ. You got XLE going to the highs right now. Conoco, EOG going to the highs right now. Amrata Hess gunning toward the highs. If we go to CRM does its job. This is what we've been talking about for a while, right? The 2 down month, the 2 up, and then here, take this out, right? For the 2-2 reversal month below 216, right? Because on the daily, we were looking at this broadening formation right here. Like so. And there you go. To the tick-tock ticky and maybe then some. Pivot machine gun weak. Remember we talked about this here. Come right through here, right? Real nice. Now we'll see if we can wipe out this whole bar, right? Because they're still in all sorts of trouble over there. If we go to Nikola. Looks like I'm running out of time again. There's so much going on. Nikola here, the inside month to the downside below 1780. You're there now. CHGG here, shooter 2-2 month down below 91.59, having some trouble up into here, and you see ripping back through previous range up there. We'll see what more comes of that. I think you guys get the idea of what's going on here. We are watching the energy strength, see if the financial strength can stabilize like the S&P, as the NASDAQ having all sorts of trouble with these monthly breaks. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith & Black channel here at Ticker Time with Strat Time Report.